Mad City's updated, adding in the 5th and final note and a few other things which I'm going to be going over in this video, so let's get into it. So the new note is actually in the game and it basically goes over everything that's in this update. The 5th note says this: the construction workers seem to have finished the fortified military walls. A truck with a strange object seems to be making its way towards the military base. New signs of someone resembling a pig has been put up all over the military base, and it also says the rift in the sky has cracked and expanded. Time to check out all of that in a little bit more detail. Like I said, the building on the military base has pretty much been finished at this point. This building right here is basically done. Over the past few updates we've seen it being built up, and now as you can see, if you go inside of it, it actually has a roof now, and all the walls around it are finished. All the walls around the military base have now all been fortified. They've now all got this kind of metal look to them. And the boards, which actually had nothing on them before, have now got a picture of crispy bacon kind of carved into them. There's also a massive statue of Crispy Bacon right here next to the military base. He's taken over the military base completely. You can see the construction workers all leave, meaning that the construction here is pretty much done. All of the NPCs now kind of gather around outside of this new building here, and they all pretty much say the same thing. They've all now been brainwashed. The time is almost upon us. Once the device arrives, my plan will be put into action. Your service has been appreciated, Agent Smith. Apart from this one at the end, who hasn't actually been fully brainwashed, he says, please help us. Bro knows what's going on. As for these NPCs, these two on the opposite sides right here and here, they both say ... whereas this one in the middle, who I think is actually Agent Smith, he actually has a little bit of dialogue here. It has been our pleasure to serve you, Mr. Bacon. We will see to it that your plan unfolds without flaw. Basically, they've all been brainwashed by Mr. Bacon, which is Crispy Bacon, which is pretty clear at this point. Those NPCs talked about once the device arrives, something will happen, and I'm pretty sure they're talking about this right here. This is a truck which is clearly making its way up to the military base, carrying some sort of device. When it was first added a few days ago, it was actually put into this new building on the port right here. It was just sitting in there, but now it's making its way up to the military base, and whatever it is, once it gets up there, something's gonna happen. The note also talked about the rifts and how there's more of them now, as you can see, but you will also see around the map, and these spawn in randomly at different places around the map. There is actually proper rifts in the game now. If you go ahead and walk through them, they teleport you above, as you can see, and then you just kind of skydive down, which is honestly probably one of my favorite features they've added in quite a long time at this point. You can use them as many times as you want, you can keep going back through them. However, they do despawn after a few minutes, and then obviously they spawn somewhere else around the map. And there's not only one around the map, there'll be a few around the map at a certain time. As you can see, there's one right over there and this one right here, so there's not just one in the map at a time. What's really cool is if you actually go ahead and get a vehicle, I'm just going to use the Cybertruck, you can use whatever vehicle, you can actually drive them through the rifts and then they get taken up, bro. Look at this. I'm going to boost right into this one right here, and then it'll just take me up and it'll break the game, and my car's somewhere. Yep, like that, and as you can see, it's now gone. And so is the one over here, so we've actually got to go ahead and find another one if we want to keep using these. I don't exactly know how many different spawns there are, but there is like loads, and they're quite easy to spot as well. There's one right here as well, so I can just skydive down and then go straight into it. I guess it also adds a new way of traveling around the map, even though using the hyperglider is like 110% faster anyway. And while we're here, we might as well go ahead and look at the criminal base, which pretty much hasn't changed at all. I think the only thing that's different is there is a little bit of new dialogue down there with the NPCs, and there's also a wrecking ball right here, which doesn't make any sense. When you think about it, they've made all of this, and what they're going to do is just destroy it now they've made this part. Like, I don't get it. And this NPC right here has new dialogue. If you go ahead and talk to them, they say construction is wrapping up soon. This has been great to work on. The rest of them, however, I think still say the same thing. I guess we'll see what happens to this in the next few updates. The scientists also have new dialogue. They've moved from like back here to here. This one right here says, it seems like no, it couldn't have. What's going on? I think they're all kind of confused. But what could have caused this strange event? Obviously, they're all talking about the 5 rifts over there. The rifts in the sky, the influx of people. This is not normal. Finally, you're not thinking it's some actual cool event. This NPC right between the hotel and the car park right here also has different dialogue. He says, do you hear that? I can hear him. He won't get out of my head. He's coming. We have to leave before it's too late. I don't know why you're still here. You've been here for a few days at this point. I don't think he has a home. I don't know what he's doing. Finally, if you go into the death ray room, there is now 2 of these missiles here. There used to be 1, but now there's 2. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. It's basically official at this point. Crispy Bacon has taken over the military base, so I'm guessing we'll see him sometime over the next week. Who actually knows?